Hey, Jesse.
Hey, Lindsay.
What are you drinking today?
You handed me a Vista Bay, so I'm going to roll with that. It is a passion fruit because you don't like them and I do. Yeah. What are you drinking over there, Miss Lindsay?
I have a natural lime Vista Bay.
It's festive, actually. These are called festive Vista Bays on this one.
I forgot to do my intro.
Oh, yeah?
Have yourself
Ooh.
a merry little Christmas.
I will.
Let your heart be. Is it glad?
Light or
Is it glad or light?
Light.
Fuck, I don't
think
know.
It's light.
I love you guys.
From
Merry
now
Christmas.
on, my troubles will be out of sight. Right.
Welcome to our very special release of our Christmas episode. So this will be out on Christmas. We will not have a Friday episode because it's out today.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
We're here.
We're here. And we're going to go ahead and roll our intro and get going.
Intro rolling. Well, okay, but I'm not ready to roll it.
Hold on. Let's roll the intro and then we'll get going.
But I wasn't ready to roll it.
Okay, go. What do you want? What's up?
But now I'm ready to roll it.
Okay.
Happy Friday. Happy Thursday.
Thursday.
Merry Christmas.
Merry fucking Christmas.
Easy now, Lindsay. Time. What? I need to find something cool.
You can no longer say that you hate that song.
You know, we
just talk
no.
much.
We literally heard it together while we were looking at Christmas lights, and it came on, and I was like, I'm gonna ride the wave.
So we are actually recording this on Saturday, December 20th. But it is coming to you on Thursday, December 25th. Happy fucking Christmas. Merry fucking Christmas. We
Take
last
on some
night,
eggnog for
last
me.
night on the 19th, Jesse and I had 3 of our 4 grandbabies. And we went out and we took them to, well, we tried to take them to see Santa Claus, but he was already done by 7 o'clock. Wow. That's
They
early.
roll up the sidewalks in Lake City, Florida at fucking dark.
So we went around and we drove around and looked at Christmas lights, and we
heard the song.
we heard the song.
Yes.
Simply having a wonderful Christmas night.
As soon as I heard pew, 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 pew,
And Jesse's like, no. And I was like, this is it.
yeah.
You got to let it roll. We got to let the grandbabies have an opinion of their own.
I'm not going to push it on them. They're not going to hear it.
Nostalgic and historical
unless it just plays and we have to hear
Christmas
it.
music. Yeah. So we took them around to see Christmas lights, took them to our local park, tried to see Santa, but Santa was already
There was a
gone.
whole little festival going on downtown, and Santa was nowhere to be found. He's dancing right now. You know that?
so mad.
He is dancing on the North Pole right now.
But anyway, so we got them pizza, brought them home. We made cookies for Santa, and we gave them a bath and watched Muppet Christmas Carol yet again.
Yeah, it was good. We
was
got it.
always
We got to
good.
take it in every chance we
There
get.
goes Mr. Humbug.
There goes Mr. Grimm. Yeah,
So anyways,
I love it. I'm sitting here.
welcome
I'm
to
still
our
going.
very special Christmas episode.
I'm still
Jesse,
going.
you have this enormous list of the question that you know I'm going to ask you. What made you feel old this week? It's going to be a minute. Jesse's going to talk. Do your thing.
Can I trauma dump on this thing?
Trauma dump.
I'm not.
Merry Christmas.
It's not so much of a trauma dump. A little bit of a trauma dump, but I just wanted to kind of bring into light my because you make a personal comment when you ask me how old I am. So
What makes you feel old? Not how old you are.
Well, how old I am makes me feel old because I just turned 44, Lindsay.
Just turned 44.
Yeah, so 28 years ago.
Oof. Oh my God.
I was hanging out with one of my lifetime besties, Todd Bryant, and Linnea Eden. You know, I love our little group. We had like it was like 3 dudes and a chick that just hung out. You know,
I think Linnea is the only one that I haven't met of your OG friend group.
I think maybe.
Is she the one that gave me free soda at Pizza Hut when I went to pick up our Pizza Hut order?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
No. We were at a doctor's office or a hospital or something, and she come and hung out by us while I was waiting or something one time. I don't remember. No, she hasn't came around. I don't think. No, maybe not.
Okay, so maybe I haven't met her at all.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. So, but anyhow, 28 years ago, Lindsay, I was hanging out with my crew.
I'm tangled in the microphone.
The old school crew. I loved it that time. That was great, right? We did movie nights, and we would go and rent from Blockbuster like horror like franchise movies, and we would just go watch that all weekend long while we partook in whatever alcohol or whatever.
We talked about this in one of our TikTok lives. So we had attempted 2 weeks ago to do a TikTok live along with a recap, and it didn't work out.
Yeah.
So I apologize to those of you who enjoy our recaps. But it was on TikTok Live. So make sure you join us on TikTok Lives at @drinkaboutSomething_Lindsay on TikTok.
Yeah, check it out. Check it out. So Trauma Dump, I'm not done. I got
Keep
more.
going.
Keep going.
30 years ago. Plugging.
30 years. That was 28 years ago. I'm going 30 now. Okay. 30 years ago, I used to go to powwows with Amanda.
Yes, bestie.
And I think we brought it all the way back to 32 years that we've been hanging out. So that made me feel old too, right? I'm grouping all my old all together in one big old thing. And it's not trauma on that part as it was all amazing. The whole crew was amazing. My childhood was obviously different because we would go and do cultural events and be part of, and just, we grew up. We grew up in a weird way that nobody else really kind of did. I would just do my school, and on the weekends we would just go and hang out and camp, and the community was great. It was really fun. Love Amanda still to death. She's my oldest best friend.
And by the way, I just want to let every one of our listeners know that I am 190% okay with Jessie having a female best friend. She loves me. I love her.
Yeah.
She actually said in Jessie's birthday post that I hope your day is as awesome as your wife is. And I was like, I love you so much. Yeah. I love her. She loves me. Everything is copacetic. Everything is platonic.
Yeah.
There's nothing weird about it.
We're just kids.
Have a male
we didn't have
best
anything.
Friend.
Yeah, there was nothing weird. And you have a male best friend where there was nothing weird either.
Nothing weird ever.
Yeah, we just did our things and we just grew up, And that contrast was healthy. It was nothing other than just being around other
males and females, no matter what anybody thinks, can have platonic relationships.
Yeah.
And we want to put that out there.
We never slip off and do anything personal. So it's nothing weird like that. We enjoy the inclusiveness of just being us as what we were as becoming friends. That's all we are.
Just real quick recap, Jessie and Amanda, we've started this annual thing where they now get tattoos.
Just Manda Day.
Yeah. And I enjoy it so much because they both get tattoos. And this is our second annual one that we just had last weekend. And it was great. Amanda got the herring
so beautiful.
Bird.
Her tattoo is so beautiful. I'm jealous. No, mine is amazing too because Lindsay bit me.
Yes, I got to be a part of Jessie's tattoo. Yeah. So it was a bite. So I did a bite mark on him, and the whole tattoo is like an infectious bite, and he's going to add to it.
Yeah, it's on the socials, so you can watch the progression. I think next year I'm just going to be like, just blast some more infection.
Well, we'll share it again on Christmas.
Yeah.
We'll share it again. Your finished healed product. We need to take a picture of that now because it is amazing, and he's going to add to it over the next few years.
So I'm not done though.
No,
I got more.
Got more
of life. And it's not, I said trauma dump earlier, but it's not really trauma. It's just life. 32 years ago, because I just turned 44, so I'm putting it all together right here.
Yeah, take it. Go it.
Oh, 32 years ago, I was watching Buddy and Aaron and Frog and the band I'm trying to think of the name of them now. Blind Rage.
Okay.
And my sister was part of it. Watching them and falling in love with playing guitar 32 years ago. 32 years ago.
Okay.
That made me feel
taking
old,
that in.
Right. I really did. I fell in love with the guitar. I wanted to be that too. I wanted to be like, dude, I can play this. I want to do this. I want to be that person, you know? So, you know, Frog and the guys from the band, they took the time and they taught me guitar. They taught me a power chord. And that's the only guitar lesson that I've ever been taught, Lindsay.
Well, let's elaborate on these characters real quick. So Buddy and Aaron, they are still friends with Jesse to this day, as well as Frog. Frog is actually once removed brother-in-law.
Yeah.
And
fam, if you will.
Buddy is still a friend. Aaron is an ex-bandmate from a band that Jesse was in called All In. Mm-hmm. Everybody is copacetic. Everybody is still friends. We all went in different directions of life. So that's why that band is no longer. But
two of those guys are still playing music.
The songs that came from All In are some of my favorite songs of all time to this day.
Yeah, I have it tattooed on my arm. It was a great adventure. I love it.
It was a great adventure.
No regrets.
So I met Jesse when he was in the throes of All In, and we had some great times in that band.
We played with Seven Dust with them.
Seven Dust, Butcher Babies. Who else?
Oh, Saving Abel.
Saving Abel. Head PE several times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smile Empty Soul.
Smile Empty Soul.
You know, our band
Rock
actually...
Rock and Roll Chrome was one of my favorites.
Rock and Roll Chrome, they were
Rock
cool.
And Roll Chrome.
We sold more tickets than Smile Empty Soul that night.
You did.
Oh my God.
I was pregnant with our child.
That was great.
There was this velvet couch. It was a couch with blue velvet material. And I was very pregnant with our child, Silas. And I took a little nap on that couch.
Brewster's Megaplex.
At Brewster's Megaplex.
That's almost, almost as iconic as saying the Milk Bar.
Yeah.
In Jacksonville,
Florida.
Wow. Brewster's. That was the tits, you know. And I want to go back 37 years ago. Almost died.
What?
Yeah.
This is before I knew Jesse, by the way.
Yeah, I'm going to skip one. I'm skipping one.
Okay.
37 years ago, almost died from pneumonia.
Really?
Yeah. Viral pneumonia. Almost
Jesse
died.
is 44. So how old were you?
6, 7.
Stop it.
Whatever. Whoa. 38 years ago, we had a big winter when I was living in Appalachia. And I had a huge cut that almost bled out from. I didn't even know because my little 3-4-year-old leg or whatever. I don't know how old it was. Maybe 5. I cut my leg and didn't even feel it because it was cold. Mm-hmm. And I took my boot off, right? And it was full of blood. I'd cut it playing out in 3 foot of snow and cut it on some metal somewhere.
And that was in Appalachia because we don't have 3 feet of snow in
Northeastern
Florida.
Kentucky. Yeah. It was a big winter that year.
Paintsville. I have been to Paintsville with Jesse.
I remember being
the time was an unfortunate one because it was the passing of his grandmother, but that's the coldest weather I've been in thus far.
Yeah. I even took you to Butcher Holler. That was cool, right? Where
Holy
Loretta
shit.
Lynn.
I got to see where Loretta Lynn lived, and it was insane. And we almost fell. Like, hollers are crazy.
Hollers are
crazy.
And you're allowed to say holler because you want to keep that tradition going. That's Old English. You don't want to strip that away. People think that people from Appalachia are
when
just
I posted that,
dumb,
like I literally had,
they're just talking Old English.
Because I have a public profile and I literally had people ask me, what were you doing in the holler? Like, it was a tragedy.
Yeah.
But
and
Jesse
wanted
to show me all of the good points of his hometown
history.
And home area.
Yeah. My DNA, right?
And there's even history of the Meads, which we do cover in a previous episode.
I went to Mead Memorial School.
Yes. So Mead Memorial is an origin of a cult that lived in this town.
Yeah. So moved from Appalachia, northeastern Kentucky, down to North Florida, and some of the same heritage came from the same place.
It's a circle. It's a circle.
Wow. Oh, my goodness. So in all the history, I have one more I'm going to dump on you that I can remember. 39 years ago, Lindsay.
I don't want to do the math right now. I'm drunk.
39 years ago. Yes.
BT Dubs, we have already recorded a recap and a TikTok live, and we have been drinking.
We've been doing things. It's been a great day.
I took Jesse to get a pedicure today, and he was so happy. He loved it so much.
I clouded up on the way there.
Yes. So we get in the car because I had to tell him where we were going because he was driving, and I was like, I'm taking you to get a pedicure.
I got a weird way about my like stoic, unemotional face and my reactions for some reason. I don't understand it, but I try to keep telling Lindsay
very
that.
stoic. Yeah.
Lindsay's like, why the fuck are you showing like the right correct emotions? I'm like, well, inside it's all happening. but out here, sometimes I'm weird. I don't know why. It's just me. I don't know why. There's the me that Lindsay has to deal with. But 39 years ago, Lindsay.
What'd you do?
The first Christmas memory that I remember, we were obviously completely poverty-stricken, poor as fuck. And I had acquired from probably a public giveaway type Christmas situation where they were giving out something to unfortunate kids and things, right?
Like an angel tree situation?
Well, you go and you kind of Toys for Tots or whatever. You know? So we went to town and I got a gift given to me, and it was still wrapped up, but it was a boy's gift. Megatron. It was the big one. No, it wasn't Megatron. Optimus Prime. It was an Optimus Prime doll. You remember the big one back in the 80s, right?
Yeah.
It was probably 2 foot tall, big, huge plastic thing. Open it up for Christmas, right? Christmas morning. We had a potbelly stove with coal in it. That's what warmed the house.
That's so fucking wild to me.
This remanufactured chicken coop that had, I grew up really poor. Mom
For
said,
context, Jesse literally lived in a chicken coop that was turned into living quarters.
Yeah,
for his family.
Had like 3 light bulbs, and we got our water from a well. We had an outhouse, but I put it on that potbelly stove because Mom said,
"Oh, I know this story."
Mom said, "Y'all come on in here and get something to eat for Christmas." It was Christmas morning. I just set it on there and just went on in there.
Oh.
Yeah, and
I'm gonna cry.
My Optimus Prime was completely melted on top of that potbelly stove. That was my Christmas gift that year. That's my trauma dump right there. That made me feel old. 39 years ago, Lindsay has a story, and I want her to tell it because I'm clouded up right now about history. Sorry.
I'm not even going to talk about what made me feel old this week.
You're not?
No, the only thing that really made me feel old was
I'm cackling because I'm crying at the same time right now.
Yeah, Jesse laughs when he cries. It's very weird, but it's how he deals with things.
Weird emotions, Lindsay. You should know it by now.
So what made me feel old was that number one, Rob Reiner, he left this world this past week.
R.I.P.
And Rob Reiner was a big deal for me because I grew up watching All in the Family with my granny, who passed away 3 years ago this year on Silas's birthday.
Tear jerking all around here.
So I watched All in the Family with my granny. That was one of our shows that we watched together, and that I later watched on my own when it was on Nick at Nights. When my oldest child was first born and I was married to my ex-husband, he worked a night shift. So, and my baby, which is my oldest son now, he's 24. He had his days and nights mixed up because of that. And so I would watch a lot of Nick at Night. And All in the Family was on Nick at Night, along with like I Love Lucy and all those old school shows. But Rob Reiner passed away. And his wife, unfortunately, they were both murdered by what is in the news right now. We will probably cover this full story this time next year.
Yeah.
When we get all the details. But Rob Reiner, as far as the news goes right now, was murdered by his own son.
Yeah. So far, that's the news.
Home.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Just now happened.
And other than All in the Family. Rob Reiner was in one of my favorite movies, and that I don't even know the name of, so that makes me feel old. But it's with him and Bruce Willis and Michelle Pfeiffer, and he's in that. And then also when David Spade, his whole reign of Hollywood, you know, how he kind of blew up and he was in everything. He was in this movie called Dickie Roberts.
Okay, yep.
And he was trying to get into a Rob Reiner film in the movie. And Rob Reiner was like, well, I don't really think that you had an actual childhood, because Dickie Roberts is about how child stars don't really have a childhood. So they don't know how to relate to a childhood because they were actors, which is so deep if you really think about it.
It's horrifically deep. We've talked about this. Yeah,
we have talked about it. And Rob Reiner has just been a big part of my life, though I didn't shed tears for him like I have with like Robin Williams and Chris Cornell. But Rob Reiner. So Jesse and I were literally headed back to Lake City from Orlando from a Ginger Trivium concert, which the opening band was Harriet. And that was a great night.
Yeah.
I'm trying to stay awake while Jesse drives us home. And I'm like, Jesse, Rob Reiner's just been killed. And then I'm literally watching it unfold on social media as it happens. And then it says that Rob Reiner and his wife has been killed. Then it was like, okay, so then it was like 2 people were killed in Rob Reiner's house. And then by the next morning that I wake up and it was basically Rob Reiner and his wife were murdered and his son had been arrested and booked on charges of their murder. And that was wild. That was wild. And that just really made me feel old. First of all, that I know who Rob Reiner is, because like my 12-year-old that's walking through my kitchen right now, he doesn't know who Rob Reiner is. No. And Rob Reiner's been around for a very, very long time. Amazing actor, director, and
part of our DNA. Yeah.
Part of our DNA.
Yeah.
And there's been some really shit scrutiny about that. And I'm not even going to talk about it because I don't want to get political, but you guys know. And let's just say that I'm very disappointed in certain leaders of this country. But that's all we're going to say about that. And with that being said, I first heard about this story that I'm going to talk about today on an episode of Disgraceland. And it was the B story of their episode on a member of Derek and the Dominoes. Remember the other night when you said Derek and the Dominoes just out of nowhere? And I was like, I gasped. I gasped. The gasp that I gasped.
What are you fixing to drop on me right now? Easy now. What?
Okay, so this episode has nothing to do with Derek and the Dominoes, but the first time that I heard the story that I'm going to talk about was the B story of Derek and the Dominoes by Disgraceland. Definitely go look up Disgraceland, listen to that episode. And I really thought that this story was from a fictional novel.
That's so close to like Johnny Rockets. Didn't we have a Johnny Rockets here? What was the famous dude
we did have a Johnny Rockets.
We
here.
did have a
restaurant.
Johnny,
yeah.
Yeah. What was the famous dude? It wasn't Derek and the Dominoes though.
Rockin' Robbins. We had a Rockin' Robbins. That's what we had. Not Derek and the Dominoes. We had a Rockin' Robbins.
Is that what we had?
Rockin' Robbins. Rock.
But who was the famous dude that lives here or did live? I don't think he's still here.
The guy from Haley and the Comets.
Haley and the Comets. Yeah. So that's
he had a thrift store here, big thrift store, secondhand rose.
A restaurant though. What was the name of the restaurant?
Rockin' Robbins. That's what I literally just said.
Yes. Here? Yeah. That was
so we had a 50 themes or 60 themes. Was it? It was somewhere in that time period.
50s, 60s themes.
50s and 60s.
Yeah.
We had a themed restaurant.
He was one of the singers that sung with. Yeah. Oh, wow. That's just kind of hit me like that.
But anyways,
yeah.
When I listened to Disgraceland's coverage of Derek and the Dominoes, their B story was about this family. And I thought for sure that it was a fictional novel until I looked it up. And it's actually true.
What?
So today we are drinking about the Lawson family. And the matriarch of the Lawson family was Charles Lawson. And he was born May 10th, 1886.
Wow.
In Lawsonville, North Carolina.
The family area.
And his family were sharecroppers. And I didn't know what that was, so I gave it a Goog. And it says that sharecropping is a system where a landowner allows a tenant to plant crops, and then the owner takes a percentage of the tenant's profits of those crops.
Yeah, somebody has the land.
I didn't know what a sharecropper was.
Yeah, somebody has the land and they're letting you use it and they get something out of it.
Right.
Yeah.
So Charles goes on to marry Fanny Manning in 1911, and they just start popping out like all these babies. They go on to have Marie, Arthur, William, Carrie, Maybelle, James, Raymond, and Mary Lou, all by 1929. Yes, that is 8 children.
Whoa. You know, my father was the youngest of 9.
I know.
So.
And we are going to cover a huge story about what your father went through later on down the road. But unfortunately, in 1920, they lost little William to an illness that was pneumonia. I previously wrote, I think was pneumonia, and then I double checked it, and it was definitely pneumonia.
Almost lost me to pneumonia.
I know.
Wow.
That's wild.
Did not know this.
Now, they were described as a well-off farming family, but by 1929, the nation was going through a huge depression. So when Charles took the family to town for new clothes and family photos, there was a lot of raised eyebrows. Like, what you doing, bro? Why you spending all this money?
You got money.
We in a depression.
Right.
Yeah. Now, Charles seemed to be an okay type man and father, but it's reported that at some point he had suffered from a head injury that would result in him becoming more short-tempered and more erratic than he had been previously to this head injury. Now, I don't think that we've talked a whole lot about head injuries in other cases other than Danny Rolling. I know that we talked about it in that one. But head injuries can alter
so many different things.
A lot of things.
Yeah.
I'm going to just state this briefly. I am a survivor of domestic violence. I've talked about this a few times in previous episodes. And the domestic violence that was bestowed upon me did include head injuries. And I do believe that it made me a different person for some time.
Wow.
So I can relate to this. And if it goes untreated and uncounseled, there can be some horrific consequences down the road.
Damn it, Lindsay.
So after little William passed, the family sharecropped a tobacco farm in Germantown, also in North Carolina, until 1927. And then they saved enough money to buy their own tobacco farm on Brook Cove Road. And that was still in Germantown. Like I said, they were described as a well-off family. So 2 weeks before Christmas, the family went on a shopping spree and got a family photo in Winston-Salem. At the time of the photo, Charles, he was 43. Fanny was 37. Yes, she had had 8 children by 37.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. So Marie, she was 17. Arthur was 16. Carrie was 12. Maybelle was 7. James was 4. Raymond was 2. And little baby Mary Lou was around 4 months old.
My God, I couldn't even keep up with the names.
Exactly.
What? Ma and Pa Kettle over here.
It reminds me of like the Waltons, and this story is nothing.
Did you ever watch Ma and Pa Kettle?
No, I didn't watch Mama Kettle.
Mom never even remembered her kids' names.
That's right.
They had
I do
so
remember
many
that
kids
point.
running around.
Yeah.
Paul's just sitting on the porch like, whatever.
Yes. And didn't they get like, at some point in that show, didn't they get like sponsored because they were such a large family and they got introduced into this modern household?
She didn't know how to work the shit.
She didn't know how to work anything. Okay, I remember that.
This makes you feel, that's old black and white stuff, like Andy Griffith stuff.
God.
And Paul's like, I'll get to it one of these days. And it's like shit's falling apart everywhere and there's kids running everywhere. He knows all their names though.
Right.
But Ma, she's just busy. Just a busy ass woman just trying to be mom. She don't
Where's
know
your
the kids'
phone,
names.
Jesse? Mine's on charge because we did a whole TikTok live.
Mine's on charge. It was dead too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So make sure you follow us at Drink About Something on Instagram. So I'm going to post a photo of this family's photo.
Is this an inspiration for Mom and Pa Kettle?
It's no inspiration.
Oh, okay. This sounds like it so far.
Please no.
But something's not right. Something's not right.
Something's not right.
Okay.
So on Christmas morning, it's Christmas morning, they open their gifts and the kids go to play. And Fanny, the mother, she got to cooking and she made a Christmas cake that had raisins on top, and she set it on the family table. You know, because usually when you're going to make a cake, that's the first thing you get out of the way. It's got to cool. It's got to do its thing.
Yeah, you got to make sure everybody doesn't bump anything and knock it down or whatever. Yeah.
So just remember the raisins, okay?
The raisins.
Remember the raisins. And then she continued to cook the rest of Christmas dinner. Now, Charles, he goes to Arthur and he says, hey, son, now I'm paraphrasing here, okay? Just so everybody knows that, because we've gotten a couple of negative things and I'm just paraphrasing. He says, hey, son, I need you to go into town and get some bullets because we're out. And if you want to go rabbit hunting later, because Arthur did, he wanted to go rabbit hunting, we're going to need those bullets. So Arthur, he takes off to town, which is, this is still, you know, I don't know if he had a car. I don't know if he had to take a horse. I don't know if he had to go on foot. Because we're in 1929. Lots of depression.
Okay.
Arthur takes off to town. Charles, he goes to the barn. Carrie and Maybelle, they were setting out to go to their uncle and aunt's house. As they were passing by the barn. Are you ready? I need you to hold my hand because I'm not even ready.
You're painting a weird picture here, and I don't want to be part of this.
Hold my hand. Hold my hand.
Lindsay, when you tell me these things, hold my hand.
I'm not ready, and I definitely know you're not ready because you don't know, and I know. Okay,
Lindsay.
So as Carrie and Maybelle were passing by the barn, Charles shot them both with a 12 gauge shotgun. And then he bludgeoned them to ensure that they were dead and placed their bodies in the barn.
Nancy.
Now, by this time, Fanny, his wife of 18 years, was out on the porch after hearing gunshots. And then he shot her. And after their mother was shot, Marie screamed. This is the oldest girl. Marie screamed from inside the house. And James and Raymond, who were 2 and 4.
Come on now.
They went to find a hiding spot. Charles went into the house and shot his 17-year-old daughter. And then he found his 2 little sons and shot them both. He then went back in the house where he killed his 4-month-old baby with his bare hands.
And you're holding my hand right now.
I am. I'm holding your hand because this is hard for me, and I already know.
The plant is better than this because you keep talking while you're holding your hand. The plant doesn't talk. It doesn't tell me these things over here when I'm at the plant. But you're holding my hand. You're like, hey, I'm going to hold your hand. I'm going to hold your hand. And you're telling this. What, Lindsay?
And then he lined up all of his murdered children and wife crossed their arms, and placed rocks under their heads and took off to the woods. A little while later, Charles' brother Elijah and his son, not sons, just singular, they were the first ones to discover the bodies and alerted authorities. While the authorities were present, they heard a single gunshot from the woods. Charles Lawson had taken his own life. He had been pacing back and forth. Well, actually, he had been pacing in a circle because it was snowing and the pattern in the snow was like a circle.
These are no pretty mountains or pretty little clouds that you're painting over here. This is not cool.
And he had been doing this for some time. And before his suicide, he had attempted to write 2 different notes, and they were unfinished. And these notes were to his parents. Now, Arthur, the boy that he had sent off to buy bullets, telling him a lie, saying that they didn't have any ammunition. Arthur found out about his family's annihilation while he was
the lone survivor.
He's the lone survivor. Arthur found out about this while he was still in town.
Wow.
He was still there.
And it got to him that fast.
Mm-hmm. Now, when he got back, he followed detectives and the family's beagles to his father's body.
You're looking at me right now. What?
Now I'm just saying, let's take a breath and let's take a drink. Because
Lindsay.
I gotta back up. Oh my God, I'm out.
This is a horrible painting. I don't want this on Christmas, Lindsay.
Well, it happened.
I didn't want it on Christmas.
It happened on Christmas.
And you
know what's wild is Arthur, the lone survivor of his family's annihilation, he died in a car accident like 15 years later.
Wow. But to live with that 15 years is
right. Now, and he left behind a wife with 4 children.
No, like every bit of all the aspects that you're just laying out in each spot, each step, each segment, what really went down. And then you're telling more details about what happened and folding the hands and the rock and then the fucking everything. It's like, what the fuck?
Now, unfortunately, because of the time period of this case, there is not a lot of information other than what I just shared with you guys about this case. Other than that, there's speculation and theories. So some of the theories that happened as to why Charles did this and why he spared Arthur was because most people think that this was clearly meditated. Like when he took them to get the family photo in the new clothes, he said it was for a Christmas surprise.
He already planned it then.
Right.
But who he left over was who he's most proud of. I guarantee it. It was just like, that's who I'm going to leave behind. But they had those struggles and all that.
Hold on. So one theory is that he knew Arthur would fight him.
Oh.
And he wouldn't be able to go through with it because I will show you a picture. Neither one of us have our phones on us right now. So when I show you the family photo, you will see that Arthur is the same size as Charles.
That was the only opposition. He had to delete that.
That was his opposition.
I thought it was a pride thing. I don't know why, but you can't have no fucking pride when you fucking kill your whole fucking family.
Another theory was that he wanted to carry on the family name. But back then, your family name meant everything. And it still does in a lot of cases. So you don't want your family name to be tied to family annihilation.
Right. Some kind of a circle there in my thoughts, but still it's fucking, ugh.
Now, the most disturbing theory, and that has been talked about the most, was that Charles had been molesting his daughter, Marie, and that she was carrying his child.
No. Took out the whole fucking family because of that shit.
Yeah.
That's probably the most accurate. That's
yeah. So it's even reported that she had shared this information with friends and or family before the annihilation.
Lindsay, there's points where I need to wear pearls when you tell me these stories because I have nothing to clutch right now.
Nothing to clutch. You got the plant. You can clutch it.
We're gonna put Pearl. We're gonna name it. We're renaming the plant Pearls because you hold my hand and tell me this is not fucking. It don't count. This is not cool.
Now it's reported that there was a family member that knew of the incest as early as 1928, and that Fanny, the mother, knew that Marie was pregnant. Yeah.
I'm leaning forward right now and looking at her.
And I'm going to plug this one more time. The Disgraceland episode about Derek and the Dominoes, the B story is the Lawson family. They do touch on a lot of those facts or speculation, because there is a book called White Christmas, Bloody Christmas that talks about all of this, but it's not available on Audible or Spotify. So I couldn't listen because, first of all, the book is hard to find. Second of all, I don't even know if you can audio listen to this story. I think that was in 1990 when this book was produced or written, published, not produced. So these are all first and second and third hand accounts of this family.
Yeah, because it all happened so fast. It was just, what do you have to in contrast of? But there was a lot of bullshit that was going on in the family that was happening that somebody should have spoke up before this fucking happened. This manifestation of fuckery.
Now, as I previously mentioned, Charles, he had a brain injury.
Yeah.
Or a head injury. So his brain was tested and analyzed by Johns Hopkins Hospital. But at that time, they did not find any abnormalities that could possibly be linked to the head injury being the cause of this terrible tragedy, because it was still 1929. Like science wasn't sciencing like it is now. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Right.
So not too long after the murders, Charles' brother, Marion, he decided that this would be an amazing business venture.
What?
Yeah. And the crime scene became a tourist attraction.
Here we go again, trying to get a come up over some fucking bullshit.
Right.
Yeah.
So blood was still on the porch.
Come on.
From Fanny. And blood was still on the walls and near the fireplace from where Marie had been shot. And the Christmas cake was still on the table. People would take raisins off that cake. Remember I told you how raisins were on the top? People were taking raisins off the cake as souvenirs before it was eventually put in a glass case.
No.
Yes. And
all that scattergun fucking horrific shit went on in there, and they're just charging.
And this went on for like 5 years.
5 years, Lindsay.
5 years.
Come on, Lindsay.
Now
you can't.
Each tour cost about 25 cents per person. And like I said, this went on for about 5 years. And eventually the Christmas cake was put in a glass case. And then after that, it was buried by an extended relative. Now, I don't know if that was like symbolic, because why would you bury a cake?
Yeah.
But yeah, so that must have been symbolic as to, this is, the Christmas cake was the biggest thing I could find in this case.
Wow.
So I heard that there was some recorded music that came out of this. So I searched it up, and there is a whole Lawson family murder playlist.
What?
But the original murder ballad was by the Carolina Buddies for Columbia Records in 1930, and then it was later covered. Jesse.
Come on now.
By the Stanley brothers. In 1956. Jesse, your boy Ralph Stanley.
Ralph.
Sang this song.
From Trenton.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
I love Doctor. It's always Dr. Ralph Stanley. I'm sorry.
Was it? Yeah.
Yes, it's always
so I listened to Doc and Merle Watson's cover also. As well, it's wild. So I'm gonna play this for Jesse after this episode, by the way. So there is some haunted shit behind this. Okay. So there have been ghost sightings of Charles Lawson in this area, and legend has it. Okay. So they were all buried in the same area, which fucking sucks to me because Charles Lawson should have been buried way far away from his family that he murdered.
Come on.
But it says that leaves nor snow will fall on his grave like it does on everybody else's, but it doesn't on his.
Really?
And that's like pure legend. I have looked it up. In
our next trip north, we're stopping by.
We got to go to Germantown, North Carolina now for sure. But that, ladies and gentlemen, is the tale. Well, the true story of which I thought was fictional when I first heard it.
This is no happy little trees. No happy fucking little flowers here.
The family annihilation of the Lawson family.
Oh my God.
How do you kill a 4-month-old baby? She wasn't even actually 4. She was like close enough to 4 months, but in her like death, like.
They never found out if the daughter was pregnant though.
No, because autopsies in that time period, because like I said, that wasn't brought to light till 1990. This happened in 1929. So autopsies back then, if it wasn't brought to light, they weren't going to search for it.
Most likely scenario.
Right.
And removing his son because of the opposition. I think he nailed it.
Right. I mean, I'm going to make sure I say this out loud before negative comments come. In my opinion, the most that I can justify this is, yes, Charles Lawson had a severe brain damage.
Shot out. Disgusting.
He sent away Arthur because Arthur was big enough to fight him from completing this annihilation. And the annihilation was because, this is speculation also, but it is talked about, family members knew, friends knew that Marie was incestually pregnant with his child.
Yeah, and that seems like the complete right scenario. Lindsay, fuck.
I mean, like I said, it was talked about by family members in 1928 that Fanny knew of this incestual relationship with his own daughter. And I'm not going to call it a relationship because Marie was a child and she was a minor. That's not a relationship.
There's no relationship there. It's just fucking.
That is the dad being disgusting and molesting his child.
Exactly.
And then annihilating his whole family because of this family secret.
Fuck.
Isn't that fucking terrible?
Oh, Merry Christmas, everyone. Shit. Lindsay.
So, like I said, I do highly recommend you listening to Disgraceland's coverage of Derek and the Dominoes, where the Lawson family is the B story, because the drummer for Derek and the Dominoes, I want to say had schizophrenia, where they heard voices, which can happen after a head injury, which they pretty much speculate in that episode that happened to Charles Lawson, because that makes a lot of sense. That Charles Lawson would start to hear voices. I mean, and Disgraceland, period, if you love music, Jake Brennan from that podcast, he
has a great production.
Production. And it's all music-based true crime.
Yeah.
And I definitely recommend that. And they're short episodes, so you can binge a lot of them very quickly and learn a lot about true crime that happens in the music world, which we are huge advocates of the music world. But yeah, the production period in Disgraceland episodes are insane. And that literally inspired this episode because I didn't know that that was a true story. And I would have definitely thought that that was a fictional novel had I not just given it a simple Google search and found the rest of the information that I found on this case. Yeah.
What a hell of a fucking thing to take out your whole family.
Isn't it crazy? Like, I can't express this enough that I thought this was a fictional story until I looked it up, and it is absolutely.
Yeah, but you got me over here like I'm thinking, what's going to happen next Christmas?
Photo. I know.
Fuck, you're going to dump on me for next Christmas. This was so fucking bad.
I know. And you know what's crazy is I didn't even have anything lined up for Christmas. And then I went back and looked, that I thought of in my head. And I looked back at my notes because I told you I have cases saved for several years. And I actually was smart enough to highlight Christmas or December.
I feel like you're attacking me.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, you're out to get me.
So that story is over. That was the story of the Lawson family.
For fuck's sake, Lindsay. My God. Lindsay.
I don't know if I deserve it.
You don't. Never. Actually,
like I said, I did warn our audience and you several weeks ahead of time saying that these December cases were going to be horrible.
But you never deserve this applause. Actually,
I don't.
You don't.
The only thing that I deserve is applause for is the research.
Yeah, there is no only on any of the applauses I've ever given you on Drink About Something. You have never deserved them.
You keep giving it to me. Well, I don't ask for it.
I kind of loaded this in here because thank you for sharing awareness of what we need to put out in the world. So, yeah, fucking shit. When you're okay, thanks, Lindsay.
And that's almost like a ghost story.
Doesn't it seem like something you would tell at a campfire?
There's no music. There's songs about it that I'm going to play for you because I'm sorry I had to hear it, and so do you.
With Ralph Stanley. Dr. Ralph Stanley. That I have autographed on my room.
Picture of this fucker in our bedroom. No, we love Ralph Stanley.
Fucker, no,
he's not.
You can't. No,
but at the same time, murder ballads was a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And
he sung it. Oh, brother, we're out there. Whoa, day.
And he also, and Man of Constant Sorrow was written by him also.
Yeah, he sang it differently, of course, than what Alison.
Than what you hear in Oh Brother, We're Out Thou.
Yeah. But I love Alison Krauss, dude.
Alison Krauss didn't do Man of Constant Sorrow. That was the Soggy Bottom Boys.
Soggy Bottom Boys did not do the Alison Krauss song. Really?
What are you talking about?
It was a guitar player from Alison Krauss that
I know that,
song.
But their little group that they formed to produce that song for the movie, it was called Soggy Bottom Boys.
Yeah. We're both.
She was part of the Alison Krauss band.
Yeah.
He. Excuse me.
Amazing. Yeah. And Silas can play that song. Whoa.
I know.
Blew my mind. Silas,
so our palate cleanser is coming.
Oh, I can play music.
We got a party to go to.
Christmas parties and parties and parties.
Yes, we're going to go decorate gingerbread houses. And before Jesse plugs this band called
Good Boy, I want to play them.
That's crazy because we've been talking about the Good Boy.
The good old boy.
No, we've been talking about the Good Boy seltzers.
Yes, for
John Daly's.
Ever since we got from the Hamptons. Hampton Beach.
So the band is called Good Boy and the song is?
Yeah, Shoot Me, Salute Me. Lindsay.
Oh, God.
Did not.
I swear to God, we don't plan this whatsoever. We're going to reinstate that one more time. We do not plan this. What the fuck?
But check out Good Boy. This song is called Shoot Me, Salute Me. So check this stuff out.
I'm excited to hear this.
Look, I'm on fire, let me walk you through the repertoire. I'ma go and stick a semi on it, demigod. Think about making my neighborhood dangerous. How? By opening up the front door. Damn, I walk in a bit in the blaze of an arsonist. Oh, didn't know you want war. No, cause you gonna get a boo-boo. Boo-boo, like boo-boo, boo-boo. Tutus, you blue moon. We on call like Ufu. Connect to your motherfucking dot, that's Bluetooth. That's voodoo, bad juju. I'm cuckoo, count too cool. Turn you do in the couscous. With the rest minutes older too. Woo! Hey, yeah. Goddamn like new. Hey, Muhammad Ali foo-poo. All y'all on poo-poo. Y'all came out pull shoot. Dishonor to you. Hook on me, Mushu. This is what happens when the drink gets seasoned on some gasoline. Shoot me, salute me. Shoot me, salute me. Shoot me, salute me. Fuck about my way. Shoot me, salute me. Shoot me, salute me. Shoot me, salute me. Fuck about my way. Shoot me, salute me. Shoot me, salute me. Shoot me, salute me. Fuck about my way. Shoot me, salute me. Shoot me, salute me. Shoot me, salute me. Fuck about my way. Everything I spew is straight murder. Space cadets, bitch. I be on my flame burger. But now I'm on my Tory Lane's dish shit like when he handled that quick shit like it was nobody's business. I'ma go and spin the shit like Drano, get it shaking like the kids awake. But I recognize that I split the planet when I hold a bitch down like a cable. Capable of taking over when the brain's stolen. It's supernova to the super soldier, and I hit a motherfucker with a super soldier. Too explosive with the loose emotions. Youth is smoking, the diffuse is smoking. I'm a two kid out with the devil himself. I'm a malevolent child, I ain't settling down. Worldwide, motherfucker, we assembling now. Yosemite is in the proximity, Liddy and hot. Jiminy, cricket in the sauna with me, so hot that you lesbian couple that's hot. I'm in Eve from the rock to the beat. You can feel that shock in the streets, that's starving a piece, and I'm murdering each word. I am just a beast, motherfucking creep. Don't ask us for feet. We just coming out your speakers, little bitch.
Oh, Lindsay.
Oh, I love it so much.
Yeah, I mean, we love this style of music, and
oh my God.
Not in a weird, distasteful contrast.
No.
I love the music for sure. Either way, I mean, we have to put out this amazing talent.
Just making sure everybody knows the music is the palate cleanser at the end. It does. Jesse doesn't know what I'm going to talk about. I don't know what music he's going to play, and that was freaking amazing. So we're done with the story, and now we're featuring the music.
I feel like, there's a little bit of dark humor that comes in the backside of some of these stories. Because
it's weird how sometimes the music that you produce,
some of it ties together really perfectly.
And we don't plan it whatsoever.
I love it. I mean, I love being able to share the art and the music. If you're going to put something together and you want it out there, we're here for you. And you got good stuff, and that's good stuff. So I love it. So check out Good Boy. Check out all their stuff. He's doing things. I love it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So follow Good Boy. Mm-hmm. Check out that song. And that song,
Shoot me.
once again,
and then in quotations it says salute me.
Salute me.
Yeah. So cool stuff. Love sharing all the talent. Love sharing all the stuff. And we are going to go do Christmas festivities.
We're going to have some brisket. We're going to have some turkey. We're going to have some sides and some desserts. And we're going to have a wonderful day with our family. We hope you have a wonderful day with your family or your chosen family.
Yeah. And in contrast to the story, holy shit, Lindsay.
I know.
God.
I know.
But,
and
we're here for
if you get a head
sharing.
injury, go check that shit out because we have insurance and doctors now.
Yeah.
This is not 1929.
Don't let some bullshit happen in your family without getting
Listen, we're almost in 2026, so that's almost 100 years ago.
Wow.
That's
on Christmas.
On Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Fuck Charles Lawson. But so anyways, we do want to end this on a good and positive note. Have a wonderful holiday rest of your season. We are taking a 1 week break, but we'll have some recap bullshit things on YouTube. We're going to be on TikTok live on Saturday, which is drinkaboutSomething_Lindsay. Follow us on drinkaboutsomething.site. Send us a Gmail. If you have a case that you want us to talk about, like I have a list, but listeners, I will push yours towards the front.
Okay.
You send us
we need to hit
email.
up Becky because I think Miss Becky from Sister Sandoz has one you need to check out.
Come on, Becky. Let's go. Let's do this.
Yeah, we're going to hit her up. We're going to do some stuff. We love you so much.
Bye.